Are you guys crooked? I hope not.
Hello you guys, it's me.
Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. I wanted to make this video real quick, hence the robe and the head wrap and no makeup. So the internet is talking, and it's Neptune in Pisces. That makes sense. And the internet wants to know, or the people want to know, if Trump got shot. Well, internet wants to know, not if Trump got shot, because of course he got shot. The internet wants to know who shot Trump. That's what the internet wants to know. So I'm going to break down the astrological chart, and let's see what the answers reveal. So first I'm going to give a breakdown, a non-biased breakdown of what the vibe in the sky is, and translate it for you, for some people who don't know astrology, and some people who know a little bit of astrology, or some people who just know a lot about astrology. We're having conversations about. Now, this question is, my husband said it day 1, maybe day 2. The days have been moving fast, but he said it really fast that he felt like there was more than one shooter. I'm not answering that question. I'm really answering, who is it? Hello there, my beautiful souls. I am Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. Are you ready to take your spiritual journey to the next level? Introducing Danyell's Astro Tarot Elite Club, your exclusive getaway to daily insights, cosmic guidance, and so much more for just $4.99 a month. As a member, you'll receive daily readings designed to align your day with the universe's energy. Start each day with clarity and confidence. Do you need a personal reading, or do you want to have your astrology chart read fully? With being a member, you also can enjoy exclusive discounts on all my offerings, just for our elite members only, all for just $4.99 a month. That's less than a cup of coffee. Join Danyell's Astro Tarot Elite Club today and elevate your spiritual path. First, let's go ahead and look at Trump's chart, shall we? So if we look at the chart here, we are going to first look at the open enemies. There's 2 places that I will look if someone was trying to kill me, and one, if someone had the purpose and intentions to kill me. I will look at first my open enemies, and then I will look at my secret enemies, and that is the 7th house and the 12th house. So let's go on and mosey on to Trump's 7th house. Now, this is a serious matter, so I should be more serious. Don't take my tone personal. I do want to give disclaimer, and I don't like giving disclaimers, but I am not a Republican or a Democrat. I have not voted for either party, but I do vote. The Bloods and the Crips, y'all over there. I'm not part of it, but I am an American. So there's that. Now, let's talk about the 7th house. And my notes are down here. So first of all, his 7th house is in the sign Aquarius. And what does that mean? Well, when it comes to open enemies, it could mean that his open enemies could be unconventional, people who are different. His open enemies could be something that's very out of the box. His open enemies also could be very rebellious. Aquarius energy also represents intellectual intelligence, so it could be someone who's very smart. They're very detached from their emotions, so they wouldn't take it personal. Well, he would, but you know what I mean. Aquarius also represents a group, so it could be a group. It could be a social network. The group, or the person, or the open enemy could be someone who's very stubborn, very fixed in the things that they believe or what they stand for. They also could be humanitarians, very innovative. That goes with the different out of the box theme. Also eccentric, unpredictable, something that you never thought this open enemy could be. That doesn't make it really open, huh? Aquarius also represents progressive. So when you talk about open enemies, and my experience from interpreting the 7th house, this literally means the enemy. So this literally means not what he thinks of the enemy, but what they really are, like who they really are. So the open enemies, people you know, they're out in the open, is representative of Aquarius themes. Aquarius also represents science. I just want to throw that out there. Aquarius is very social, so anything that represents a very social kind of vibe. And did I say futuristic? Like space or science, or like Elon Musk? Not saying he's it. I'm just trying to give examples of what it looks like. So people who could be Aquarius could be like people who are very intelligent and knowledgeable. They challenge the status quo. Corporations, because it could be a corporation that's out to get him, right? So it could be like a tech company, a social media platform. I'm here to translate what it means. A biotech kind of like company that deals with space, so like NASA, an advocacy kind of organization. Let me give you keywords for Aquarius because this also represents Aquarius, okay? So get ready for these keywords. Airplanes. So it could be like an airplane company. Delta could be after Trump. I know I'm being serious. I really want to put this all out there because the internet is so smart and you guys will break this stuff down. I'm giving you my knowledge as an astrologer so you can give me your knowledge as a detective. Okay, Scorpios, get busy. It could be a colleague. Aquarius represents colleagues, clubs, organizations, networks. Now, get ready for this. It also represents Congress, House of Representatives, Senate, legislators. It's kind of scary, okay? I guess that could just be like Democrats. We already know that those are his open enemies, right? It also represents free thinkers, your friends, humanitarians, Iran, Israel. I said Israel, but I also said Iran. Owners of motion pictures, news organizations, parliament, television, broadcasting, any kind of revolutionists, Russia, and socialism. That is the theme of the open house, okay? Let's look at the planet, and don't worry, we are going to go to the secret enemies, but let's see what the open enemies have to say. So Pluto is in a sign Aquarius, and if you know anything about Pluto, it is a doozy. Pluto is also retrograding. It's also very strong. I took a snapshot of the sky at the time of the day and the time, like when it all started for the shooting, okay? That is what we're looking at. That is what I'm looking at when we're breaking down the chart, okay? In discuss degrees, I'm just giving you the ballpoint and letting you run with it, okay? Pluto in Aquarius is retrograding and it's at 0 degrees. That's a very potent degree. So that means this open enemy is very intense, okay? Also, the planet retrograding is also like, wow, shadier than what planet should be. Retrogrades also makes me think of like the truth is going to come out. This open enemy wasn't really on par of what they were going to do, and maybe that's why they could have missed a shot if the open enemy was the one that was doing the shooting. It's just that they had to really work double time to make the energy work. So Pluto, the planet, represents transformation, regeneration, rebirth, power and control, obsession, uncovering of hidden truths. It also could be like mystery too. And this is why I thought the open enemies should definitely be discussed, because even though we don't know who the enemy is who shot Trump, Pluto would also represent some secrets when it comes to his enemies, because that's what Pluto represents. Pluto represents secrets, destruction, renewal, rebirth. Pluto is also going to strip away and purify situations. So that's what's happening. That could be like the enemy's trying to do is cleanse away. Just putting it out there. Pluto also represents taboo, what is in the dark, and what is forbidden. Let me give you some keywords for Pluto. And it's going to get deep because Pluto is a very deep planet. Antichrist, Lucifer, serpent, black magic, assassin, betrayal, bootlegger, convict, corruption, crucifix, death, defiance, detective, dictator, evil, gunman. It also represents FBI agents. Come on now. Gangsters. Groups are organizations that represent power, planning for the people, power to the people. Obsessions, anyone who's very obsessive. Hidden forces. It also represents insurance, so an insurance company. Turning points, untruths, and I want to get back to that turning points. Remember the word turning points, okay? Secrets of every kind, porn, propaganda, political phrases, and the police. Pluto represents the police, y'all. Okay, when we put Pluto and Aquarius together, this open enemy could be someone who is very powerful, very intellectual. This open enemy could be someone who is somewhat of a serpent or the devil or Lucifer, who also is very thinks outside of the box. Aquarius also represents doing things differently, and you always have the sexuality at question here, because Aquarius thinks outside of the box with sexuality. They think outside of the box with everything, okay? Aquarius is also someone who has power over technology, power with words, power with intellect, power with socializing, okay? Power with the truth, because Aquarius energy wants to have clarity and sometimes bring the truth, okay? That is what we have for open enemies. Remember all that, because I have a little short video. I'm going to give my little opinion at the end. I want to say what Pluto is doing at the time that Trump got shot. Pluto was opposing Venus transiting in his first house. And to me, that means that the enemy does not like what he's attracting. He's attracting some things and they're like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not attracted to you. Pluto, the enemy, the open enemy, was also trining with Neptune. So they were like, he has no idea. He is so foggy. He has an illusion when it comes to me. A lot of confusion and deception, and it's positive for the open enemy. And it's in the sign Libra for Trump, and that's in regards to his relationships and justice and law. Also, it's in his third house, which is about communication, and that is what he was doing. He was giving a speech. Now I'm going to play this video for you guys, okay? Listen to everything in this video, everything that represents Aquarius. Aquarius represents friendship. Aquarius represents groups. Aquarius represents intellect. Aquarius represents how the mind processes information. Aquarius represents the future. Pluto represents power and leaders. So here's the video. Oh, another disclaimer, which I don't like giving. Don't get mad at me, okay? I'm just telling you what my intuition is saying, and I'm a Mercury and a Leo, so I don't have fear on expressing myself. So here's the video.
Is there anything about the job you miss?
I miss the camaraderie. I think I've said that there are rare instances outside of wartime where you are with a collection of people where the stakes are so high and the stress is that great, and you forge a bond. And that feeling of a team and everybody rowing in the same direction to get hard things done is invaluable. And I paint a lot of portraits of members of my staff who became great friends and who took courageous steps to help the American people. And there are times where I do miss the just the mental exercise of figuring out hard policy problems. I joked, somebody asked once, would you have liked to have served a third term if you could have? And I say, I wouldn't have wanted to be out front. But if somebody had said, you can sit in your basement in your sweats, and there's somebody else who's playing the president with a microphone in his or her ear, and you can just kind of give suggestions in policy, then I might have enjoyed doing that. The pomp of the presidency, I don't miss. And I do think that there's a benefit of term limits in getting fresh legs in there, and because the job is enormously tough. But having a chance to just look at big problems and saying, all right, how do we solve this? How do we apply logic and reason and compassion and imagination to big issues like climate change or inequality? I enjoyed being part of that process.
Now, with playing that video, I just want to explain what the streets are saying. I just also want you to understand that when Obama was president, he also passed a law that gays to get married. The White House was in a rainbow. I think it was so pretty that day. Now, the rumors are rumoring. Okay, so just Google some rumors about Obama and his sexuality, and Michelle about her gender. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying what the rumors in the streets are saying, okay? I want to throw that tidbit out there. That does not mean he shot Trump. That's just an open enemy concept, okay? And that was my personal opinion and what my intuition is saying. Also, I want to say the rulerships of the 7th house in a sign Aquarius. So the rulerships of those of that house is Uranus and Saturn. Saturn is the traditional rulership of Aquarius. So let's see what they're doing in the sky right now. If we go ahead and look at Uranus. First of all, Uranus is the planet that showed us he got shot. This is why I'm thinking that 7th house is really important, because Uranus is connected to him actually getting shot. It was connected to Gaia, the fixed star, and also to Mars. And when you have Uranus and Mars connected together, that automatically means sudden death. And I'll quickly explain why he didn't die that day, And Uranus and Mars and Gaia, that fixed star, was in his 10th house while he was on stage and speaking, and it was his public image. Now in his chart, Uranus, which is the ruler of that open enemy, with 11th house, it's conjunct his north node, meaning his future. Very interesting. And the sun, which is his ego and could be his physical body, which is an unexpected energy for his future. Where is his future headed and what's going on with his body? Now, it was Jupiter that day was conjunct his Uranus, and Uranus is conjunct those other signs. And Jupiter is the planet of luck and optimism. So there was some luck, or God would say blessings. All of those planets were in the sign Gemini, which represents communication and speeches. So that's what Uranus was doing, the ruler of that 7th house. Let's see what Saturn, the traditional ruler, was doing. Saturn is in his 8th house, and the 8th house is the sign of Pisces, and that is things hidden and things that are very secretive. 8th house, and the 8th house represents death, and it represents your own death. Saturn also represents secrets and power and things that are very taboo, especially in that sign of Pisces. Now, Saturn in Pisces is going to give us more of a reality as far as the secrets here. That Pisces is very secretive. It's about illusions, cloudiness, misunderstandings, darkness. Also represents endings. Now, Saturn represents governments and institutions, corporations, power, father figures, authority, businesses, disciplinarians, boundaries, traditionalists. Now, because we have it in a sign Pisces, it could be a religious group or a religious organization that is very taboo. Okay, you name things. I don't know those things. It could be a non-profit organization, because Pisces is very compassionate. It represents hospitals, and Saturn represents restrictions. So you have that element added to this open enemy. Mental health institutions, because Pisces is about your mental health. Pisces represents the Secret Service. Hidden institutions, abstract institutions, corporations. So when I say abstract, I mean corporations that like, what do they do? I'm not sure what it is exactly they do. Secret societies. Pisces is about your secret enemies as well. Asylums, jails. I want to throw out water. Just throwing that out there. Occult and religion. Photography and movies. In the 8th house could be pornography. Drugs and poison. Sleep, sacrifices, and conspiracies. In the 8th house, all this means that it would be very taboo, a secret, or there's like a renewal of these things regarding his open enemies. Also, the 8th house represents power and control with Saturn, the government. It could also represent manipulation, hidden knowledge, and again, secrets, okay? Now, that's just open enemies. Let's look at his secret enemies. Let's go and mosey on 12th house, shall we? Now, 12th house represents isolation and confinement, hidden enemies, secret sabotage, and self-undoing. It's in a sign Cancer. I'm a Cancer, so I'm very familiar with this energy, okay? And Cancer represents home, America. That's his home. Your home could be something else, okay? But home also could represent America for Trump. Family, Cancer also represents protector. So his secret enemy could be his protector, hence the Secret Service. It represents introvert too, Cancers. And the Secret Service wouldn't speak, right? They come off as introverts. I don't think you talk to the Secret Service. I'm mixing them up with the UK, but I've never seen one just go to the White House and have an open conversation with someone who's in the Secret Service. So I would consider that to be an introvert, which represents Cancer. They're nurturers. Cancer energy is very emotional. Protectors, domestic. Cancer also represents mothers, mother figures, and women. We have the sun in Cancer in his 12th house, and the sun represents leadership, fathers, presidents. Also could represent authority, head of state, an actor. Daytime, someone who's very confident, someone who's a gambler, who's not scared to take the risk. Very courageous energy. Male, father, also the son. Your son, like daughter and son, not like the son. A money lender, like lends money, so like a bank, or like your home bank, or an American bank. Just I'm throwing it all there. Sun represents politics. Sun represents popularity, prestige, and someone who's very powerful, a powerful friend or a powerful person. Sun also being in that 12th house is going to illuminate the secret enemies. Okay. So not only are we doing this in the daytime, but now we have the cameras, which Pisces represents, and the cameras are all over the place. Okay, Pluto and Aquarius social media, and we have the social media everywhere. So the sun is like, okay, let's bring this darkness out of the sun. The sun is going to illuminate some awareness, open the hidden enemies, maybe going to be revealing themselves because the sun will do that. Not saying that they want to, but it will happen. And the sun in the 12th house also represents closures because it's like the end of the cycle. It's the end of the year. So there's some closures that are happening, and maybe we will get some answers with this secret enemy. Now, the ruler of Cancer is the moon, and the moon was in his 3rd house. So his secret enemies could be in relationship with him, okay? And in relationship with him while he's giving a speech, because the moon is in the 3rd house. And his moon is in the 5th house of self-expression and also authority and leadership. So that could represent his secret enemies as well. The rulership of the secret enemies, which is the moon, was in the sign Libra. It was conjunct his Jupiter, again, a planet of luck. And huge luck for him. So that's my theories on Trump getting shot. I know another conspiracy out there because Neptune is in the sign Pisces and it's 29 degrees. So there's a lot of urgency with these conspiracies. But another conspiracy is Biden alive? Okay. He hasn't given a speech, and I am filming this July 23rd, and as of July 23rd, I don't think he's given a speech, and there are questions on if Biden is alive. I discussed that in my last video, and go ahead and check that out, okay? It was quick, and I discussed the eclipse with Biden, so go ahead and listen to that. If you're missing out on that, I'll do a video on that tomorrow if he still hasn't given a speech. But let me just say quickly, I think he could be hospitalized, and it's regarding his health. And the eclipse does represent endings and death. It's in the sign Pisces. 12th house could mean some endings, but it also could mean endings of his presidency, on why President Biden has not given his speech yet. But that's a whole nother video, and I will research all that another day. And if he doesn't do it by tomorrow, I will research all of it tomorrow morning and put it out there for you guys to see. And I apologize if I hurt anyone's feelings, because I know a lot of people are very attached to political leaders, and I am not. So forgive me if I don't come that way. I am human though, so I do feel empathy for anyone who gets shot or if anyone is hurt, and I don't want to hurt you. I just want to give you the knowledge. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Oh wait, yeah, I have free stuff for you guys, okay? If you're into anything free, like a free reading, or you want to learn how to do tarot for free, click the link in the bio. You can also get my newsletter. You can sign up for that. I put that out there every week so I can stay in touch with you, because I don't trust these social media platforms. They would delete all my followers, and I don't call you guys followers, but people who I want to keep in touch with. So sign up for my newsletter. That way I can keep in touch with you, okay? I will see you guys next time. Bye.